make these like sort of Easter egg cryptic hinting that I have started to do with my fans. I can do that is because they actually care about lyrics. We can kind of play and have fun with the way we release music.
It's a lot more upbeat and it's a lot more like fun pop, like excitement. And I think that's a completely like 180 from a lot of the songs on Torture Poets for sure. I've been fortunate enough to hear every single song on here, so I know they're all 12 bands.
Jason and Travis Kelce have officially cemented their place in the Swiftie fandom. If there was ever any doubt, just moments after Taylor Swift released her highly anticipated 12th studio album The Life of a Showgirl on Friday, the Kelce brothers marked the occasion in quintessential New Heights fashion with a clever meme. On the official New Heights podcast Instagram account, the duo shared a Mean Girls-inspired post captioned "Happy Release Day" to all who celebrate the meme, which fans quickly dubbed Pure Gold. Depicts a photoshopped classroom scene featuring Travis perched on a desk behind Jason. The first frame reads, "On October 3rd, he asked me what day it was." The second, Jason turns around and Travis replies, "It's the Life of a Showgirl release day. It's peak internet humor and fans are here for it." Swifties flooded the comments section with excitement, admiration, and plenty of album love. "Love the New Heights shout out in Wood," one fan wrote, referencing a deep cut from the album. Another confessed 4 songs in, and I can't pick a favorite yet. A particularly heartfelt comment read, "As a Swiftie, it's amazing to see someone love her so openly and beautifully, and in true fan fashion." One summed it up best with a playful nod to Travis. "Thanks Trav for saving our queen's heart from the fate of Ollie. E kept it Swiftie poetry right there." Of course, the real headline is that Taylor Swift's 12th studio album has finally arrived, and it's already being hailed as iconic. The Life of a Showgirl features 12 original tracks, including a highly anticipated collaboration with Sabrina Carpenter on the title song. Whether you're a devoted Swiftie, a Kansas City Chiefs fan, or simply along for the memes, October 3rd has unofficially become a national holiday. But make no mistake, Taylor Swift isn't just delivering powerhouse vocals this era. She's exuding unmistakable confidence on her sultry groove-heavy track. Wood Swift redefines the acronym BDE as big dance energy, eschewing superstition and tradition. She transforms the idea of knocking on wood into a bold, tongue-in-cheek celebration of sensuality, self-assurance, and control. It's playful, provocative, and unmistakably adult. Certainly not a song for the faint of heart or the conservative listener. Seems to me that you and me, we make our own luck. Swift purrs before delivering a line that's already become infamous. "His love was the key that opened my thighs." The lyric, widely interpreted as a tribute to her fiancé NFL tight end Travis Kelce, leaves little to the imagination. The song also slyly references his New Heights podcast and even hints at her engagement ring, the hard rock that fans believe symbolizes their upcoming marriage. According to Stephanie Burt, a Harvard professor who teaches a course analyzing Swift's songwriting, the pop icon's artistic evolution is both intentional and empowering. Taylor grew up hearing male country and rock stars get raunchy. Burt explains now she's reclaiming that space openly, joyfully, and on her own terms. It's powerful to see a woman in her mid-30s on the cusp of marriage, embracing her autonomy and sexuality without apology. Burt, who has a forthcoming book analyzing Swift's lyricism through the lens of literary tradition, describes Wood as both sensual and strategic. This isn't new for women in rap or R&B, she notes, but it's still rare in mainstream pop, especially from someone who once refused to show her belly button. Indeed, Swift's showgirl era marks a striking visual transformation. Gone are the modest silhouettes of her early career. In their place, glittering corsets, sequined leotards, and daringly low cuts dominate her wardrobe. She's embracing glamour, performance, and physicality with unapologetic flair. The first glimpse of this evolution arrived back in August when Swift appeared on New Heights to announce The Life of a Showgirl. The album cover, featuring the singer submerged in a bathtub wearing a bejeweled corset, became an instant cultural moment. "My day usually ends in a bathtub, but not always in a bedazzled dress," she quipped to Jason Kelce. "I wanted to glamorize the behind-the-scenes chaos of the era's tour, the blisters, the jet lag, the exhaustion, and turn it into something beautiful." Between tour stops, Swift reportedly flew to Sweden to record the album with longtime collaborators Max Martin and Shellback, the hitmakers behind 1989 Reputation and Red. The result is a project that fuses shimmering pop production with lyrical introspection and grown-up sensuality, a portrait of an artist.
"My day ends with me in a bathtub, not usually in a bedazzled dress."
Sure.
One of the things about this record is like, it's a record I made with my mentor Max Martin and Shellback, and the three of us have made some of my favorite songs that I've ever done before.
Still evolving, still experimenting, and still Setting the cultural tone. In short, The Life of a Showgirl isn't just an album, it's a statement. Taylor Swift is reclaiming her narrative once again, and this time she's doing it with humor, confidence, and just the right amount of sparkle.
That's a banger. It's a lot more upbeat, and it's a lot more like fun pop, like excitement. And I think that's a completely like 180 from a lot of the songs on Torture Poets, for sure. I've been fortunate enough to hear every single song on here, so I know they're all 12 bangers.
Travis Kelce, for his part, is clearly all in. During a recent episode of the New Heights podcast, the NFL star couldn't contain his excitement over Swift's new release, praising it with the enthusiasm of a proud partner and genuine fan. "This album is going to make you dance," he told his brother Jason, grinning ear to ear. It's banger after banger. His spontaneous reaction quickly made the rounds online, with fans delighted to see him fully embracing both the music and the moment. The full tracklist of The Life of a Showgirl is a feast for the sense, an eclectic blend of pop sophistication, lyrical daring, and emotional candor. Among the dozen new tracks, Wood stands out as the shortest at just 2 minutes and 30 seconds, yet it delivers one of the album's most potent punches. Both musically and thematically, it's a boundary-pushing anthem. For so long women have been told not to speak openly about desire, Swift reflects in an accompanying interview, "I just thought, why not, why not? Celebrate it, own it, dance to it." Beyond the glitter and sensual lyrics, Showgirl represents a monumental shift in Swift's career. It's her first album since she officially reclaimed full ownership of her master recordings, an achievement she announced in May. "All of the music I've ever made now belongs to me," she declared. Proudly, a moment that redefined artistic autonomy in the modern pop landscape. The Life of a Showgirl marks her first fully self-owned body of work, glitzy, mature, and gloriously unfiltered. If the Tortured Poets department was built on heartbreak and introspection, Showgirl is powered by liberation, confidence, and an unapologetic embrace of joy. And Taylor Swift isn't just living her Showgirl era, she's thriving in it. The 35-year-old pop icon recently shared a stunning photo series on Instagram to celebrate the album's release, sending fans into a collective frenzy. One image in particular now verging on iconic shows Swift lounging atop a table in a sheer gown adorned with oversized green circles, black heels, and silver leg jewelry. Her signature blonde hair falls in soft waves while her pose, one leg stretched high against a door frame, arms relaxed. A plate of spaghetti and a cocktail artfully in frame blends high fashion with effortless chaos. It's the perfect mix of editorial polish and relatable spontaneity. Naturally, Swifties lost their minds. "Travis is so lucky," one fan commented. Another simply wrote, "Hello Taylor." Allison Swift Kelce memes featuring Travis giving her a mock side eye flooded social media, but beyond the humor, fans recognized the artistry of the imagery. The caption featured a short poem and a heartfelt note of gratitude, both quintessentially Swift. Each photo in the series told its own visual story: a red satin corset paired with opera gloves and sheer stockings, a bronze sequined gown dripping in old Hollywood glamour, a silver bikini crafted entirely from jewelry, and a striking red sequin ensemble alongside a group of equally radiant women. In another frame, she lounges in a sheer robe trimmed with wool before switching gears with a black leather corset, thigh-high boots, and gloves that scream cinematic drama. The final shot, Swift in a silver shimmer dress and a celestial crown, feels like the closing chapter of a modern myth. If The Life of a Showgirl is the album, this photo series is its living, breathing mood board, part Vegas Showgirl, part 1970s glam, and entirely Taylor. Even before the album's release sent the internet into a glitter-fueled frenzy, Swift and her fiancé Travis Kelce were already commanding attention. The couple was spotted at 1587 Prime Steakhouse, the upscale Kansas City restaurant cooned by Kelce and teammate Patrick Mahomes. Swift turned heads in a punk-inspired ensemble, a black corset top paired with a pleated Vivienne Westwood plaid miniskirt finished with buckled leather boots that radiated early 2000s rebellion. With her hair pulled into a sleek ponytail and her signature red lip perfectly in place, she looked every bit the fusion of rock star, girlfriend, and fashion royalty. The moment was immortalized in a cozy snapshot shared by photographer Jeremiah Sims, showing Swift wrapped in Kelce's arms, a portrait of a woman on the brink of a new creative and personal era. At the time The Life of a Showgirl was just 1 day away from release, anticipation was already soaring, not only for the music but for what the future holds for the couple. Rumors of an impending wedding have been swirling for months. Sources close to the pair have hinted that while planning is in its early stages, progress is underway. No venue has been chosen, but Swift is reportedly relishing every moment of the creative process, curating Pinterest boards, sketching mood concepts, and fielding offers from nearly every major fashion house eager to design her gown, though she's said to be flattered. Insiders suggest the couple's vision leans toward the understated. They're aiming for something intimate and deeply personal, surrounded by family and close friends. Far From the flashbulbs of Hollywood spectacle, if her personal life seems grounded, her art remains anything but subdued. The Life of a Showgirl is a glittering, sultry, love-drenched whirlwind, an album that dances through every era Swift has ever touched. It's also unmistakably a love letter to Travis Kelce across tracks like Elizabeth Taylor, Opalite Honeywood, and Eldest Daughter. Swift chronicles the highs of her whirlwind romance, with the NFL star dropping subtle nods to engagement rings, wedding bells, and shared dreams. Yet the emotional centerpiece may be Wishlist, where Swift trades stadium lights for porch lights, envisioning a future that's as imperfect as it is intimate. It's her most grounded song on an album brimming with glamour, a reminder that even amid sequins and spotlight, Taylor Swift remains at her core a storyteller unafraid to bare her heart.
List. It's a song that was actually the last song that we made for the album, and it was the song where, like, after we finished it, I was like, and then in the chorus it talks about what mine would be, and it's a really dreamy song. It's a really romantic.
One of the most intimate moments on The Life of a Showgirl arrives in Wishlist, a song where Swift steps back from the spectacle to reflect on the industry that has defined her adult life. They want the bright lights and Balenciaga shades and a fat ass with a baby face. She sings an incisive critique of fame's shallow appetites. Then, in a moment of striking simplicity, she cuts through all the noise. I just want you, no metaphors, no filters, just honesty. The track unfolds like a love letter to ordinary happiness. Swift paints a picture of domestic tranquility. Have a couple kids, got the whole block looking like you. We tell the world to leave us alone, and they do. Got me dreaming about a driveway with a basketball hoop. It's the most romantic kind of rebellion, rejecting red carpets for cul-de-sacs, trading glitz for genuine connection. The lyrics resonate even more deeply knowing that Swift and Kelce have spent much of their downtime away from the spotlight during the NFL offseason and Swift's brief pause between eras tour legs. The couple reportedly split their time between Missouri and Pennsylvania, close to family, far from paparazzi. In her appearance on Kelce's New Heights podcast, Swift reflected on that period with rare openness, explaining that the quiet time together allowed them to truly know one another beyond fame and performance. Later in the track, Swift's vulnerability deepens. I made wishes on all of the stars, God please bring me a best friend who I think is hot. It's classic Swift, earnest, self-aware and tinged with humor. Then comes the emotional reckoning. Thought I had it once, twice, but I did not. A subtle nod to past relationships. That line gives way to one of serene confidence. You caught me off guard. I hope I get what I want, cause I know what I want. At this stage in her career and her life, there's no question that Taylor Swift knows exactly what she wants, and judging by both the album and the love story that inspired it, she's found it.